For thousands of years, banks of Ottawa River have witnessed the passage of time. Two shorelines have evolved to tell different chapters of the Canadian story. On the Ontario side, a stately skyline reflects the evolving capital. Here on the Quebec shore, industrial smokestacks, once dominant along the river bank, are slowly being replaced by parks, pathways, and cultural institutions.
No, right now I just feel like the thought of it is like you're scared. Not that I'm scared. It's just more so like
6,000 years ago, Indigenous people lived here seasonally across the present-day site of Parliament Hill.
maybe like
From 1610, generations of explorers and fur traders also camped on these shores. From 1800, settlers disappointed by agriculture turned to forestry and exported raw timber fashioned into rafts, which they floated down the Ottawa River. 1826 to 1832, a military project, Rideau Canal, 1826 to 32, gave rise to a new community on the Ottawa River South Shore. From 1851, over time, a wood processing industry grew up on the Quebec shore. Mammoth lumbering and manufacturing establishment. Emerging skyline, a reflection of Canada. Canada has grown and evolved. So have the country's institutions. In 1867, new parliament buildings welcomed country's first government. When Canada became independent from Britain in 1931, new federal institutions were built to support the country's coming of age. In 1967, Canadians celebrated the country's centennial year and their French and English heritage. The government embraced this ideal and in the 1970s extended the federal public service to Quebec, a first step towards the creation of bilingually and culturally representative capital region. A new interest in biculturalism developed in 1970s. The federal government expanded into Quebec with the Portage buildings. Canada achieved full independence from Britain in 1931 and the capital skyline matured. New federal buildings including Supreme Court of Canada. Southern skyline began to change in 1860s when Canada became a nation and the construction of parliament buildings began. A capital evolves. From humble beginnings in 1857, Canada's capital has evolved dramatically to become much more than a government town. Today, the capital is a large urban center. It is also a place of national celebration, a reflection of Canada's natural beauty, a place where Canadian interests, values, and passions are represented. As Canada grows and changes, the capital will continue to evolve. Pathway to the capital, a 236-kilometer system of recreational pathways leads visitors to wealth of natural and cultural sites in the capital. Cultural institutions like National Gallery of Canada cluster in the capital core and are easily accessible to visitors on foot. Come celebrate Canada Day celebrations mark just one of the national events that draw millions of Canadians to capital every year. Changing landscape. Smokestacks once dominated the Quebec shoreline, which today is entirely reclaimed for public enjoyment of nature and recreation. There far away, across the bank of River Ottawa, we have the massive dollar stones of Ordovician fossiliferous, 480 to 450 million years old. On the top of that massive limestone, you have the new buildings and old buildings here. The Parliament, and again the Parliament. There we have the old Alexander Bridge, and still further away the modern bridge over the Lake Ottawa. This is the Quebec territory.